Sometimes life gives you a window, a rare opportunity to get up and do something that you wouldn't be able to do at any other time in your life. I just got one of those windows. So I decided to get up and go to a place that I've always wanted to go. I am in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, I don't know anyone here. I don't have any friends who have been here. And I took this trip. I booked the flight last week, so I didn't really have time to plan much. So I did what any millennial would do, and I asked ChatGPT to plan a perfect day-long itinerary for me. Okay, so we got breakfast at Cafe Tortoni coming first. One of the oldest and most iconic cafes in Buenos Aires. So that's gonna be my first stop. So as I'm walking through, going to the coffee shop, I'm in Balvanera, which is like the Jewish fabric district, essentially, combined with Peruvian restaurants. So it's a very interesting combination of just like everything that's happening here. You can tell it's like a very working class kind of neighborhood. A lot of weird mannequins. Very weird mannequins. The best looking mannequins I've ever seen. So I'll show you guys some of them. But they're in every store and there's no clothes on them. They're just there. So I guess they just sell the mannequins. But anyways, cool little stop along the way. So behind me is Teatro Colón, which is the opera house here in Buenos Aires. And it's rated a top 10 opera house in the world. It's a very famous place. It's been, I think, in construction. Construction started in 1890 or something like that, I was reading. But it's one of the cool things I love about coming to places like this is because I sit here, especially as a person who loves the arts and loves writing and singing, and I think of the influence that came from this place culturally, right? What people were coming and visiting, and what was it leading them to go and write, and who did they meet, and what were the nights like after the opera, and just, who has been here in general, right? And it's just, there's so much history in a place like that, and it's very inspiring for me personally to see. And my personal belief is that in order for me to output beautiful things, I need to input beautiful things, and this is definitely one of them. Alright, I'm almost at the cafe. It's been like an hour and a half. But this place is pretty cool because it's the oldest cafe in Argentina. It was founded in 1858, and as far as I know, visitors that have been there from Google: Albert Einstein, Francis Ford Coppola, Robert Duvall, Katy Perry. That coffee shop was incredible. Easily one of the coolest coffee shops I've ever been to in my life. I will say nothing special about the coffee, nothing special about the pastries, but the shop itself was more like almost like a steakhouse, or it just had a very like presidential vibe to it, very like old wood and just beautiful. Wouldn't go there again though, but very cool to go the one time. Very cool as a connoisseur of coffee shops and different coffees. It's something that I've always loved to do, is just go to different coffee shops and sit and feel almost the feeling of the day, how people are moving, how people are enjoying themselves. what people are drinking, that kind of thing. So very cool. On to Plaza del Mayo, which is right down the street. Get some videos from there. Plaza del Mayo, which is just a very important part of Buenos Aires' history, from what I'm reading. This marks the time in their history, essentially, where they started to declare their independence from Spain. From what I've seen, the Argentinians are very proud people, and so I can see why this means so much to them. This spot behind me, that's the Casa Rosada, which is the presidential palace. I don't know if the president lives there or not, but very cool, amazing building. It clearly stands out. Yeah, it's just cool being here. And every now and then I get that weird trip of like, oh shit, I'm 6,000 miles away from where I was born in Newark, New Jersey, and I'm in Buenos Aires, Argentina by myself, just walking around, experiencing things that have been here for hundreds of years, and maybe some things have been there even longer than that, but it just puts everything into perspective of how small we are, yet also how important and significant we are, because things like this live on so much longer than us. That's the joy of art and history and architecture and things like that. They live on and they take a life of their own. So just feeling really inspired, very, very grateful. Also, this is the biggest flag I have ever seen in my whole life. This picture does not do it justice. That flag is probably like 50 feet long. It's massive. As it happens, we pivot. So San Telmo is the antiques market is closed until Sunday. So number 4 on the list can't be done. So we'll pivot and change that out for the National History Museum, which is in a similar area. So 30-minute walk over there. Checked off number 4 instead of going to the antique shop. We went to the museum. But yeah, Now it's going to be interesting because the next stop is getting all the way back across town, which is really far. I mean, walking, it would probably take me 2 hours. So I'm going to try to get a pass for that bus, the jump on, jump off bus, and see if that can take me around town. But the park here is really nice, next to the museum. So that was a plus. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest. It's been real fun, but I'm exhausted. So, oh hey pup. So I'll give you one more thing. That's Floralis Generica, I think it's called. It's an architecture's gift to the city. It's like a flower, essentially, and there's like water under it. It's pretty cool. But as you can tell at this point, I'm pretty checked out. I think it's because I need food. So there's this restaurant ChatGPT told me to go to. I think I'm going to try to go to that. It's probably another 45 minutes walking from here, but I've already done 20,000 steps today. What's another couple thousand? But I need to get some food in me, maybe some coffee, and then we'll see where I could go from there. But, whew, man, I don't know who ChatGPT thinks I am. I feel full. You know that feeling like a day well spent? Like where you worked all day, or you created something beautiful all day, or you saw cool stuff. Yeah, I feel full. Okay, I made it to the restaurant. It has like 20,000 4-star reviews or something like that, but I made it. I am sitting outside, but I made it. So this is probably my last stop for the night, unless I get a second win, so we'll see.